Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 18th through the 24th. We're going to see what's happening for you the week ahead with this deck here. And then we're going to pull a spirit message for you from this oracle deck here. So let's get right on into it, my darlings, and see what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Some of you may still be feeling that full moon and Taurus energy. We've had some really intense moon energies lately. We've had a lot of planetary stuff going on, so some of you might still be dragging. I know I am, so no shame, no judgment. But let's see what's happening for you guys in this week ahead for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oopsie. Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, my darlings. So Monday, Tuesday, my Aries friends have, and I'll turn the light up in just a moment here. You have Queen of Pentacles. Is that not nice? Is that not wonderful? So Queen of Pentacles is going to be a card here about stability. How very appropriate, because that's what that whole Taurus full moon was about, bringing in stability and like a sense of being settled, having comfort in the home life, having comfort in the like personal relationships, you know, things outside of work. And although Queen of Pentacles can absolutely have to do with work opportunities and you know, just a businesswoman type person, it still also has a lot to do with the home and a sense of sanctuary and creating a comfortable home. So some of you are going to be feeling this in a way where your eyes are starting to open up and see the things that are making you uncomfortable. Don't let this discourage you. Don't let this bring you down. Don't let this make you feel like, oh my God, I hate where I live, or I hate this, or I hate that, or just try to say, okay, awesome. I'm starting to see the things that are maybe not in alignment with the energy that I'm wanting or trying to create in my life, and take steps to move things around. You know, donate some stuff, bring in some new things, you know. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to spend a ton of money, but, you know, do things that you can to begin creating a sense of sanctuary in your home. You know, maybe go to the dollar store and pick up a couple of candles or like pretty little things or something and put them around. Or, you know, routine is going to be a big one too. When I see Queen of Pentacles, sometimes she's asking you to spend time in your body. I know that sounds crazy because you're like, I'm in my body 24 hours a day, but we're not always grounded. We're not always connected with it. So I don't care if you're male, female. I don't care what you identify as. You know, Queen of Pentacles, you need to be in that Queen of Pentacles energy in terms of doing things to pamper yourself, doing things to treat yourself, you know, eating delicious food that's sustaining you, that's nourishing you, you know, bubble baths, nice showers, aromatherapy, pajamas that feel really great on your skin, just little things. Again, you don't have to break the bank, but just things that you can do that are luxuries for you in that level, you know, and that are going to be things that you can really enjoy, right? A cup of tea. It can be a luxury, you know, a cup of tea and a warm blanket, a nice book, or a nice movie or something. You know, just things that you can do that give you a sense of comfort, that aren't going to be pulling you into vices, right? Because people are like, oh yeah, you know, a drink is very comfortable, or, you know, sex is very comfortable, or whatever. And those things aren't necessarily bad, but you want to keep them in moderation. You don't want to go to the extreme either, right? But you just want to do things that are keeping you in your body and keeping you in a sense of like fulfillment, satisfaction. Create a sense of sanctuary in your home space as well. Okay, other ones of you, this is a kind of very positive, because it's saying that you're going to be manifesting this stability very quickly, or you're harnessing this Taurus full moon energy really fast. I have to say, so far out of the signs that I've done, you know, this has been the first sign that has seemed to like really be taking to the energy like this quickly, or feeling it this intensely. So this is good. It's going to come around for everybody. Some people might be feeling it, you know, sooner than others, but Aries, I think a lot of you are feeling it sooner. So you have for your next card here, Major Arcana. So, for those of you that don't know, Major Arcana cards come up when it's a significant turning point, a significant crossroads, life lesson, development. I kind of call them the destiny moments. Like, a lot of our life is pretty much, we have a lot of wiggle room. We have a lot to play with. But there's certain things that are set in stone for us, certain things that we have a contract that we agreed to learn or experience. And so whatever's happening for you midweek is one of those divine situations, right? So if you are feeling frustrated about something in your life, like say you're stuck in a job or a living situation, or you're having some situation with a relationship, or you're just sick and tired of being single, or whatever it is, understand and know that the discomfort that you're feeling is directly tied into something that you came here to learn. And if you came here to learn it, you're going to learn it. You're going to succeed at it. So let that be a comforting thought to you. Say, you know what? I'm kind of having a hard time with this, but I came here to master this. So I'm going to, at some point, I'm going to master this. But maybe how can I look at this from a different perspective, or how can I come at this from a different angle, or like what can I bring into the situation that I haven't already. Aries, I feel for some of you this temperance moment is going to come by way of allowing someone to assist you. Okay, there's a terrifying thought, and I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to be bitchy here or like catty, but it can be a scary thing, right? On one hand, we want support, we want help. On the other hand, it's like, oh my goodness, like, can I really trust someone to take this over? What if they mess up? What if they don't do it the right way? That's a scary thought, right? That can be a very scary thought. So unfortunately, we can't have it both ways. We can't get help and have someone do something exactly how we would do it, because they're not us, right? They can try to get as close as they can, but at the end of the day, they're going to do it with their own little touch, their own little spin, their own little flavor, right? Because they can't duplicate you exactly. And this is the lesson, Aries. This is the lesson. I feel like there's a lesson here in giving up control in that way. Not control in which way that like you're trying to control other people, but understanding and knowing that being okay with things not being precisely exactly a certain way, right? Just being able to say, you know what, if this is done a little bit differently than I would do it, it's okay. It's more important that it get done. You know, it's decent, right? And somebody else doing it allows me to have time to rest or work on something else, and to be able to be accepting of this, okay? Understanding and knowing that things don't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be a certain way all the time. So this is a lesson some of you are learning. And as you're learning this, you're opening the door for support. You're opening the door for friendship, for friends, for assistance, for all of that good energy. Okay, you're opening the door for, being able to have time to spend with others and enjoy your life, and not constantly be, tied up with obligations and responsibilities and busy work. Okay, this is I think a lot of you are going to master how to create more time in your life. Wow, who doesn't want more time? So that's just the sense that I'm getting from the card there for a lot of you Aries. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings, is a scary looking card, but it's really not so bad. It really isn't, and I'll tell you why. I've said this in other readings, and some of you may have heard me say it, and some readers might not agree with me, and they might not like it, and they might just be like, oh, you're being too Pollyanna, or you're trying to sugarcoat the tarot, and I'm not. I'm really not. I know there's some cards we come up with, and they can be very scary, and I know there's some cards we come up with, and we have to kind of brace ourselves that, oh, this is going to sting, or this is going to hurt. But I can honestly tell you, I see 10 of Swords come up a lot of the time, majority of the time, right before something really great and amazing happens, that the person that I'm reading for is actually the one making the decision to end something or walk away from something. But when they do, something else really great takes effect or kicks in almost immediately after. Okay, there could be sometimes with Ten of Swords like a sense of betrayal or a sense of, you know, like somebody wronging you or something like that. It could be overcoming an addiction. It could be the end of a situation, a job, a living arrangement, or a relationship, something of this nature. But it's different from the Tower, to where I feel like you're the one making the choice. You're the one deciding to walk away. It's not like, you know, something is coming in and you're like being thrown out of a situation without any warning. You're the one making the decision, saying, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore, or I don't want to do things this way anymore, or I want to get healthy. Or once the betrayal happens, like you're the one who's saying, you know what, you don't get any chances. Like I'm not gonna do. Like you're the one who's deciding to end something. I think this is really beautiful and really wonderful, and I'll tell you why, even if it's coming in that way. Because that whole Taurus full moon about the stability, the permanence coming in, all of this energy, it's going to be very clear to a lot of you Aries at the end of this week who and what has been sabotaging you or getting in the way of a lot of the changes that you want to make. I feel this Ten of Swords is coming in for a lot of you with a sense of awakening, like waking up, like your eyes are being opened to the truth. So it's not necessarily that someone is changing or a situation is changing, but that you are seeing the truth of the situation and you're saying, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. Like this doesn't align with where I'm headed. This doesn't align with what I'm trying to make happen. And so you're putting an end to that. Some of you might be deciding to finally start looking for a new job and leave a job, because with that Temperance card that came in midweek, you might be realizing that this is taking way too much of my time. This is taking way too much of my energy. It's not worth it, right? I want to have a personal life. I want to be able to, you know, go home and not think about work. I want to be able to be at home with my family and not have my phone going off every 2 seconds with, you know, just insane things that are happening that, you know, I have to take care of every second. So you're putting an end to something because you're realizing that it's been robbing you of your peace, your health, your joy, your happiness, and you're like, I'm not going to do it anymore, right? I don't want this anymore. And so you're putting an end to something that's been negatively affecting you. We're going to go ahead and see what's happening with your spirit message for the week. And guys, I do encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. They could add a little extra information for you. It can be helpful. So for Aries, we have, ooh, Aries, you have abundance. So this is something that you're manifesting and that you're bringing it in. And it's funny because I told you right off the bat, Aries, this is what that Taurus full moon is bringing in, the abundance, the happy, comfortable life. And you guys seem to really be getting cards that are saying that you're bringing in this very quickly. It's very interesting. I'm curious to see how Taurus's reading is going to pan out, because it was a moon in their sign. But so far from the ones that I've done, Aries, I feel like a lot of you are really picking up on this energy. You're just, it's really like, and don't get me wrong, we're going to have this happen in a mass level for all the signs. But Aries, a lot of you seem to just really be having this happen very quickly, setting in very quickly. So abundance. And I want you to keep in mind, Aries, that abundance is going to come in a lot of different ways. It will come in financially. It will. But sometimes before it comes in financially, we have to receive it in other ways first. So look at ways in which your life is abundant, right? Like, do you open up the fridge and you're like, wow, there's a lot of different things that I can eat here. There's actually a lot of things I can put together. I can make a few different kinds of meals. Or, hey, you know what? I've actually got a few outfits I can arrange together here with the clothes in my closet. Or, you know what? I really love the fact that the way the breeze comes in through that one window, or I really love the way the sunlight comes in through that one window, or I really am grateful for the fact that someone is letting me stay at their house and sleep on their couch until I get things together. Whatever level you're on, there's something to be grateful for. And I can tell you from my own experience, I once had to be grateful and thankful for a pair of shoes that the soles were ripping the soles were ripping. I was like, well, at least I got these to wear, right? It was like after coming out of my divorce. It was years ago. And I really had to start over. So I know sometimes we really struggle. I know sometimes we have hard times, right? But there's always something that you can just say, you know what, at least it's not this, right? And I know some people get frustrated with that because they say it's kind of like a misleading logic. But whatever you focus, you're going to create more of. So if you can focus on gratitude and being thankful for what you have, you're going to manifest more things to be grateful for. All right. So whatever level it's on, even if it's just, appreciating the way, the flowers look, as you're, watching everything go by as you're sitting on the bus or going for a walk or whatever it might be. Just try to appreciate beauty. Try to appreciate, whatever comforts that you have, and this is going to bring in more abundance for you, right? Sometimes we have to be on this level of gratitude and see abundance in this way before it can start coming in financially. All right, my darlings. Again, you can go ahead and schedule a private reading on the Callie link if you would like. And I would really like to recommend that you all watch the November love readings, even if you don't care about love, even if you're happily single or you're happily in a relationship and you have no questions about that relationship and so you don't watch love readings. The reason why I suggest you watch it is the November love readings were channeled. There's a lot of energy, intense energy, and so spirit led me to channel for the November love reading. So even though you hear my voice on those videos, it's not me, it's spirit speaking. And when I channel spirit has a lot of profound, very helpful things to say. Even if you're not looking at love life, you can apply it in a different way in your life. There's a lot of helpful things. There was such an overwhelming positive response to it that I said, okay, let me do a channeled message for the full moon that we just had. And there was an overwhelming positive response to that. So for that reason, I've decided I will begin channeling on my channel. There will be channeling on the channel. You will still get the weekly readings. You see how I'm doing the weekly tarot here? You guys are still going to get that. I'm not going to change that. But I'm going to add every single month. Instead of the cross watcher, I'm going to do a channeled message. I don't know yet if I'm going to just do one channeled message for everyone or if I'm going to do for the zodiac signs. I think if I do channeled message for each zodiac sign, then at least the cross watchers can watch whoever they're curious about. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So you guys can let me know also like what you think, and I'll take that into consideration. I'll see how the majority feels about it. But you will get a weekly tarot reading. You will get a monthly love and monthly channeled messages. How the channeled messages are going to work out, I'm not sure quite yet. We'll figure it out. And little by little, I'm going to start incorporating those educational videos as well. It's just been so crazy, my dear. Thank you for your patience as I figured this all out. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week.